Hi.
Oh, it's cold
Hello.
open.
Welcome to the cold open. Do you want to start the cold open?
Oh yeah, it's a podcast.
Where do you want me to start? Oh God, I'm so glad we're doing video too.
Oh yeah, we're doing great, friends.
Hey, we curled our hair, so that's a big step.
I taught a yoga class today, came home and did my makeup in 10 minutes. Friends, it's a day. Every day is Monday. How's your week going?
Well, as you know, we open El Milagro del Recuerdo at Arizona Opera this week, and I'm tired, and COVID stuff and life. We're planning a wedding and we're renovating a house.
So excited for your wedding.
So by February, I'm going to be great. But while we're recording this in early December, I am a little tired. But I took a nap today.
Being a little tired isn't going to change just because it's a couple months later.
That's a good point. I'm always tired. But
Many much love.
But we are with, our new stuff looks really cool. And it's nice to be back in live theater, even though we're still, in the middle of a pandemic and dealing with all that fun stuff. But it is fun. So at least there's that. How are you?
I'm good. I'm in the middle of a really weird schedule shift at the yoga studio right now. I'm going from working a desk job as arts admin to working almost full-time at the yoga studio, both teaching and doing some admin stuff, which is super cool. But our official winter schedule starts on Monday. My cat's gonna jump in my lap. Hi. For those of you on video, this is Fortissimo. He is needy.
You dropped a box on him today. So
I did drop a box on him.
It
was empty. Love. Also, I feel like I need to say that. The box was empty. He's fine.
Throwing you under the bus here. Throwing you under the bus.
But I guarantee that he will be a constant in the episodes. This is just what we do whenever I'm here, because I teach in this spot too. And he just he's my assistant teacher. So
he just wants to be involved,
Oh my God, speaking of, I had 3 students yesterday who totally grasped onto a new concept and just rocked it for the first time. And it's a concept that we've been working on for a couple months. So that was definitely a really big win. And I'm so sorry for the ASMR of my cat sniffing my microphone.
It's in right now. It's cool.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, go you. That's amazing. And goes those students. Wow.
Yeah, and they're doing really well. And I think they're all going to do some summer programs over in Boston, because I teach a bunch of middle and high schoolers in Boston still. And they're really excited, and they're getting ready for their auditions, which are coming up. And it's really nice seeing the joy that they bring.
Oh, we all need that joy right now.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Well, as many of you know that are listening, this is our first episode.
Yay!
Oh my gosh.
I'm so excited. We've been getting, right now, we just announced the trailer, and we have been getting such good feedback from all of you guys that you guys are so excited. And we are also very excited to be bringing this all to you. I'm so excited. How many times can I say the word excited? Should we make it a drinking game?
We're excited. Yeah, if you can't tell, we're very, very excited. Cheers.
Happy New Year. A month early.
Right. Well, because of my wedding, we're recording this, a month in advance.
Yeah,
so
a little less than a month in advance. No, exactly a month in advance.
Exactly a month in advance. So go pre-planning, but Happy New Year to everybody. And for you guys, it's that time of year again.
Yeah.
We're recording this in the summer, but I'm pretty sure you're already seeing the new year, fill in the lovely blank. So while not everybody believes in setting New Year's resolutions, you might want to start thinking about setting some goals for yourself right now.
Setting goals gives you long-term, objective, and short-term motivation. It helps focus your learning and helps you to organize your time and your resources so that you can make the most of your time.
Yeah, you can look at anybody at the top of their field, and I can almost guarantee that those people set goals for themselves. It really is what keeps us going and keeps us engaged in what we do.
So let's talk about the difference between long-term goals versus short-term goals. So long-term goals are 5 to 10 year goals or more. Some examples of long-term goals are about your career, where you want your finances to be, what kind of family life you want to create for yourself and any partners you may have, and also the kind of impression you want to leave on the world around you.
Once you've set your lifetime goals, set a 5-year plan or some smaller goals that you need to complete in order to reach this lifetime plan. Then create a 1-year plan, a 6-month plan, and then a 1-month plan of progressively smaller goals that you should reach to achieve that one big lifetime goal. Each of these should be based on the previous plan. Remember that you can give yourself some grace and nothing has to be perfect. This is all a journey we're on, and no one is on a straight or the same path.
Let's talk a little bit about how to make realistic goals. A useful way of making goals more powerful is to use the mnemonic SMART, which usually stands for specific, measurable or meaningful, attainable, relevant or rewarding, and time-bound or trackable. For example, instead of having booking a professional gig as a goal, using the SMART technique is I will have signed a contract for a professional gig by May 20th, 2022. Obviously, this will only be attainable if the proper preparation has been completed beforehand.
But how do we keep achieving our goals? When setting a goal, you want to make sure you have the ability to follow through. A must-do when goal setting is to write them down. It makes them tangible and, quite frankly, easy to remember. From there, you can plan out what you need to do to get to the finish line in bite-sized chunks and cross off each one of those as you work through them.
Let's say one of your goals is to learn a new style of dance to book your dream role. Great, let's break that down. First, what kind of dancing does your dream role need to perform? Is it ballet, tap, lyrical, or maybe it's a combination of a few? How many classes a week do you need to be taking to feel confident? Is that different than what your body or even your wallet can sustain? Start making a plan for a rough schedule idea.
Once you figure out what kind of dance classes you'll be taking and how often, it's time to do your research. Find the dance studio near you to see what classes they offer and their price points of each class. Is there a studio that lets you do a trial before committing to a full season? Is there a teacher that would even let you observe from the back to see if it's the right fit? After you have your list, it's time to pro and con each studio and find your perfect fit.
It's finally time to sign up for class. That's awesome. From here, you can implement your initial plan for how many classes you want to be taking each week. If something doesn't feel right, always sit down with a teacher or someone you trust to chat about how you can achieve your goal. Life is always changing, and sometimes that means our plans have to as well. But that doesn't mean you can't achieve your dreams.
That's so true, Alyssa. Did you have any New Year's resolutions or goals for 2021?
I did. Hold on. Let me actually pull out my bulletin board.
Oh my gosh.
So I actually do write down my New Year's goals every year. I don't do New Year's resolutions, but I really do like doing goals. I've been doing this since I think 2017. I write them down and then I hang them up on my wall somewhere where I know I'm going to see them every day. Right now it's in my practice corner. So I mean, I had more goals than resolutions. I always do, but a big one was not falling asleep with my clothes on my bed. It might not sound, I mean, honestly, it might not sound like a lot, but 2020 did a number on my mental health and it was already like shaky as is. And
on all of our mental health.
Right. I mean, I knew that I needed an easy one to start with. And surprisingly, I made it almost every single day. There were only 2 or 3 days that there were actually clothes on my bed when I fell asleep. And it was usually when I had worked like at least 14 hours in a day. And I was just too tired. Here comes a cat. There he is. And, you know, my clothes might've been on the floor or on a chair or still hanging on the drying rack from when I washed them 2 weeks prior. But, you know, they weren't on my bed. Some of my other goals that I set for myself were to read more books for fun, not just for work, baking more, and honestly just playing around in the kitchen and just having some fun there because I really do love baking. It's something that helps me calm down and de-stress and tastes good because I have a massive sweet tooth. And I also have a problem with overworking myself and taking on too much to do. And I'm coming to realize that I really just need to make myself a priority and enjoy the things that I want to do.
Those sound like amazing goals. And, you know, knowing that you reach them is all that matters. You know what I mean? It doesn't matter what they are or if somebody else does them all the time, or it's special to, something different to you or special to you. It just matters that you're reaching your goals and doing what, you set forth to do. I love that.
What about you, Ellen? Did you have any New Year's goals or resolutions for 2021?
I mean, honestly, number one was to take better care of myself. Like I said, I haven't really, when I get busy, and I'm just as busy as you are.
If not more so, I just want to point out,
I
I'm
don't
not
know,
getting
maybe.
married. I am very single.
That one ends though. That has it ends. You know what I mean? It's not like work or so. But that's true. I'm one of those people that when I get busy, I don't eat or drink water, which is like insane to think about.
So,
but then
fun fact that I learned about on TikTok is it's actually potentially, I say potential. This is all allegedly. Like, I'm just gonna start with that one. And
anything from TikTok is allegedly.
I learned it from TikTok, but it was a psychiatrist on TikTok.
Okay.
But again, I don't know their actual credentials. But forgetting about food and water is a symptom of ADHD. It's called object impermanence.
That makes a lot of sense.
I think that it's very interesting. And personally, like, I come from a background where I was like 4 degrees shy of having a psych minor in college, which I found out right before graduation. I was like 1 class short and I was pissed. I was also 1 class short from having a German minor, also pissed because that would have been so useful on so many applications.
Oh my gosh, what are those, the counselors or whatever? Like, they screwed you.
NAU was a massive pile of no one knew what was going on, and it just kind of translated into my life, and I'm just kind of winging it. It's fine. Everything is fine. Nothing is real. Everything's fine.
I was like, I just need to take better care of myself because I don't. So I got a therapist. It may have been a month ago, but it's still in 2021. And
you know what? You did it.
I did it.
Getting a therapist is hard. Going to therapy is hard.
It was hard. And it was just like one of those things was just like, it's another thing I'm going to have to do. And I know that sounds terrible, but it's just like another thing that I have to add to the list. And I was like, you know what? Then your work list needs to get shorter and your Ellen self-care list needs to get longer. So that was my main priority. And I hit it hard and I feel pretty good about the progress I've made. Also, like I said, wedding and house renovations, don't do those at the same time. PSA that everyone listening is like, yeah, duh. But we're doing a lot of house renovations.
Multitasking.
Planning a wedding in the pandemic. Don't do that either. Don't. Just postpone or go by yourselves on a beach and Zoom everybody in. Just don't do it.
Or do what my big sister did and just go to the courthouse.
Exactly.
Well, that rounds out our first episode.
Our first episode.
I don't care. And we are so excited to be here with you all. I lost my train of thought.
We're here. We're excited
about our new line of merch.
Yes. Oh my gosh. I can't wait. You have been thinking about this.
So excited about it. I am so excited about it.
I am also excited.
It's called the voice line. Is it called the voice line? Is it called the voice parts line? I don't remember what I called it.
The voice parts line.
The voice parts. I'm just gonna call it the voice line. It's
a work in progress title. But you will know.
Title.
They'll know by this episode.
You'll know what it is.
Yeah, because it'll be out right now.
Editing Alyssa will put in the actual name if it changes. But I am super excited about it. There's one for all of the voice types, all of the different stereotypes of all of our characters on stage. I thought of it one night and I was so excited. So I made all of these t-shirts and hats and they're all embroidered, which is super fun.
Super nice quality.
Yes. I will say I'm still working with our vendor to get expanded sizes. So just know that is something that we're working on. But it's not entirely up to us, just due to the vendor that we use. But I'm so super excited to get those to you guys. And if you are playing the drinking game where Alyssa says excited, please do. Just take a little sip.
Bottoms up. Cheers.
All of the links for everything is going to be in our podcast notes. If you are on any audio device, all you have to do is click read more. All of the links for our socials, our merch, our shop, which has all of our printables, our freebie vault is on there. Everything is linked in the show notes below. If you're on YouTube, they will also be linked below.
Speaking of social media, definitely give us a follow. We're on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. That's where you can find all of our cool information, all of our cool new merch,
all of our fun reposts,
all of our fun
memes.
But most importantly, also audition advice, advice on goals, and all of that fun stuff. Everything that we're here for. And like Alyssa said, our freebie vault is on there with chock full of free printables. There's a recipe on there. There's so much fun stuff. So definitely check those out in the links below.
And if you have anything else that you want to hear about, if you have a topic request, please feel free to send it over to us. You can email us at info@modern-singer.com, or you can go over to our Anchor page and submit it right there.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
We'll see you guys next week. We are so excited.
See you guys next week. Bye. That you need to complete if you
We were doing really good though.
We were just like rolling.
I'm rolling on a river.
Rolling.
I promise I'm still sober.
I know, it's great. It's perfect.
Oh my God, can you not play with the loudest toy you own right now?
He says, no.
I'm going to cut that.
We're coming in hot on the first episode.
I have a lot of feeling. What?
We're so excited.
Ah.